Women entrepreneurship is dynamic and increasingly influential. According to the data from the European Investment Bank, women-led firms in the EU are much more likely to introduce new products and drive innovation. However, differences between men and women entrepreneurs still exist. The gender gap in entrepreneurship still remains at 7% across the EU member states. Women are 55% as likely as men to be self-employed, and less than 4% of women are currently working on new startups. And if women participated in early-stage entrepreneurship at the same rate as 30 to 49-year-old men, there would be 5.5 million more women entrepreneurs in the EU. The OECD finds the gender gap in entrepreneurship has been shrinking in the past years. However, the slow rate at which this has been happening is still costing the economy jobs and innovation. The data and wide diversity of experiences of women entrepreneurs can suggest that gender gap in entrepreneurship can be seen as a result of several factors. One big challenge is access to finance, as women-led businesses have harder time securing funding, both from private investors and public sources. This negatively affects women's ability to start a new business or scale an existing one. Structural differences in the types of businesses opened also play a role. The research finds that the nature of businesses started by women is generally different. Women are more likely to pursue businesses in sectors as personal services, retail, education, healthcare, mental care, tourism, rather than pursuing growth-oriented strategies such as innovation or exporting. Differences in access to networks between men and women can also be reflected in different access to resources. And finally, education, gender bias, and lack of positive role models can provide an additional explanation as to why women are less incentivized to open a new business. Women are present and active entrepreneurs. However, the persistent gender gap in entrepreneurship points to the fact that something can positively change. Women entrepreneurship can be boosted at every stage of entrepreneurship cycle. This includes addressing access to finance, skills development, and positive influences from women business owners. Strong policy frameworks also play a vital role. They help with setting up priorities, allocating resources to boost business development, supporting women's networks, and driving educational campaigns towards the young generation. Policies need to ensure that women are aware of the potential that entrepreneurship has for them. Find out more in our latest report.